Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is La5ty here. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, I've decided that we are going to do, try and get as many like special items and stuff as we can. Well, decent ones anyway. So, I've put the budget today for special items in the quality section and then 150 to 300,000 coins for my players. That should get us a couple of decent people to use in our squad. And page number 4 is the first one we come up with. I decide, after looking at those people right there, that nearly 94 Higuain, I decided against that in the end. We went for Gabriel Jesus, ones to watch, 5-star skiller, Brazilian Premier League, an interesting player. And then on page number 7, I nearly went for 87 Perisic, but then I've spotted my man, 91 rated French Modeste, team of the season from the Bundesliga. I think he's a bit of a beast from one experience of using him before and regular use of his previous informs. So we're going to stick him into a team as well today. And then on page number 9, again, I nearly went over Mars, but then I spotted Effenberg, who is a legend which, for some reason, holds a higher price than others. Like, 86 rated legends are pretty much discard price. This guy is always a lot more than that, and I wanted to find out why. So he's going to go into our squad today. Of course, we named the squad RP38 for Random Pick 38, and this is the formation we're going to use, the 4-3-1-2. Now, the squad around them is, well, let's see where we're going to play the 3 players first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. And it's quite self-explanatory. Dead on centre mid for Effenberg. Left striker for Gabriel Jesus, ones to watch, and then right striker for the 91 rated Tots Modeste. And I think they could be a nice little partnership up front, you know, big and strong versus small and speedy, could be glorious, right? So we've added some more other special players into the team today. We've got the purple version of Keylor Navas, 86 rated, didn't really cost me too much, so I thought he can come into the squad and go into my team. And then at centre-backs, we've got my team of the season, Mats Hummels. You guys know that I have a bit of an affinity to him right now. He's such a good player, 94 rated, highest rated player I've packed so far this year, and 88 rated Pepe. And then we have Klosterman at right back and Marcelo at left back. Normally I would either use Brzezinski or Diekmeyer, but I just decided to use someone slightly different as a silver right back in this league, just to see what he was like. You know, he's got good pace and stuff, so maybe he'll be a good player. We then stack the midfield with Guilavogui and premium SBC David Luiz, and then we get on to our first random pick player today. That is Stefan Effenberg. He's an 86 rated German. I think he was a cam in, or comes out of packs as a cam, but we're playing him as a centre mid because he's super well-rounded across the board. And other than that, just looks like he could be a bit of a beast. Bright blonde as well in game, so that he stands out is what I'm trying to say. I then use SBC Payet to link off to both of my strikers. The first one being the Premier League Gabriel Jesus. 5-star skill moves, 82 rated. This is of course the same as his first or only inform that he's got on the game. 88 pace, 87 dribbling, 81 shooting. And then we have team of the season Modeste, who is 91 rated. He's got 86 pace, 92 dribbling, 97 shooting, and 94 physical. And he's 6'2". So not too bad really in terms of stats right there. And I think, as I said earlier, the combination of him being massive and bulky and strong against Gabriel Jesus being small and rapid and, well, skillful and stuff could be a great partnership with a very good cam there in Payet, who can distribute that ball really well with the stats that he's got on this game. So it's time we moved on in to the clips part of the video, and I'll show you the goals that we managed to get with this team. I played some decent FIFA with these guys, and I was on a bit of a roll and a bit of a tear when I was using them. David Luiz pops up with a goal right there. You can definitely like rely on a goal from the Brazilian every now and again. And you wait till you see this next run that he's making. Look at him absolutely sprinting through. He was going for it. No matter what, he was going to be on the receiving end of that pass. Running through one-on-one, and of course he tucks it into the back of the net. The premium SBC David Luiz is one of the better SBC players I've got in my club. I always try and fit him into a team, man, whenever I possibly can. And of course he's got an even better version, team of the season centre-back rated, like it's just even better. So if you can, you know, bring that into your squads. But of course, he's a centre back as opposed to a midfielder, which is why he has he had quite a high price in terms of doing the SBC when that came out ages and ages and ages ago. But we also scored some goals with Payet. This one was probably the favourite one that I got. A nice sort of finesse shot whipped round past the goalkeeper there, and past David De Gea as well. It was a solid finish. And then I believe this one just falls and places itself in front of Gabriel Jesus. That was actually the first goal that I got with this team 4 minutes into my first game. And I thought, you know what, with that little slice of luck, we're probably going to have an alright session here and play some good football. So Payet just knocks it back to Jesus. And I love it when people don't, or when people give me loads of space on the edge of the box. If you're one of them people that defend really tight against me and I've got a tick-attacker around you and stuff, I absolutely hate playing you. But when people give me space on the edge of the box for me to shoot, I love it because I get to score some nice goals. And Jesus is really good, like decent movement and stuff. He's a lot better now that he's got that boost up to an 82 or whatever he is, as opposed to the regular 78 version that came out of him. You can tell that he's better at finishing and stuff, and of course has slightly more pace, slightly better dribbling, and you know, just the boost that you get from an in form. Modeste shouldn't have missed that one, by the way, but, you know, luckily it just sort of fell to Jesus and we can stick it in the back of the net. That's what I'm talking about, them two working well as a partnership. And now we get on to the final goals that we scored, the ones with Modeste. Anthony Modeste, the Frenchman who plays his football in the Bundesliga, is a monster. He just is a monster. Gabriel Jesus gets through right here, and look at the little ball he puts across and a diving header from the Frenchman. It just so happened that I could do that. Sometimes I would go for the shot with Jesus right there, but in this situation I was trying to get some goals with Modeste as well. I think he actually got like a hat-trick in one game, and then not too many goals for the rest of it, but they were quite spread out amongst him, Payet, Gabriel Jesus, and even David Luiz, as you've seen earlier in the video. But he is someone that you can rely on from a corner header. You just whip it in, and because he's your main target man striker, he's going to be that one stood in front of goal, in front of the goalkeeper, meaning that you can just nod it in at that near post. And then he's also got stuff like this in his locker as well. Strength to hold off that defender, and that is just a beautiful finish. Loads of power, fantastic accuracy, and that is just nailed into the back of the net. If it weren't for the mechanics of FIFA, I think that could have broken the net. But anyway, we've seen the goals. It's now time to rate the team. I actually quite like Purple Navas in goal. He did a good job for me, and considering the fact that he cost me 30k when I got him, you can't really say much wrong. He's a beautiful looking card as well. Every single colour there works really nicely. Klosterman, thought he was actually pretty decent. Marcelo's good as always. Pepe, solid as ever. And then Mats Hummels is a next level of solid because he's super composed. He's got amazing dribbling for such a tall and bulky centre-back. He is a top-tier defender in my books. Guilavogui actually played outstandingly well and kept up with both Effenberg and David Luiz for a lot of this game. A lot of this session, should I say. So I'm really impressed with him right there. And then Effenberg, well, we're going to give him a 3.5 star value for money and an 8 out of 10. So he gets a decent rating out of 10 because he does play very well, but he is a bit too expensive, I think, for a low-rated legend centre midfielder. And I think there are so many awesome TOTS players out nowadays that don't cost a penny near to what Effenberg does, that maybe you should go for them. But of course, legends do link to everyone, so there's pros and cons against all of it. But yeah, I just feel like he's slightly too expensive for what he actually is. But overall, a decent, solid midfielder on the game. Payet was very decent, as always, you know, pushing off balls to my strike force and scoring goals himself as well. And then we get Gabriel Jesus. 4-star value for money for this guy and an 8.5 out of 10. Now, he's great in all that, but he does only have the 81 shooting and 71 physical. And that's why he gets the 4-star instead of like a 4.5, because you're still paying nearly 100k for the privilege of using him. And then exactly the same rating for Modeste. He is that next level up from Jesus, but again, he costs like an extra 100 and something thousand coins as well. So 4-star value for money, 8.5 out of 10. That's still a way above average rating in my books, and I was impressed with both of them. But I think they come as like a wombo combo. On their own, they might struggle, but together, when they can work off of each other and stuff, that's when you get a decent pairing up front, and that's what makes them fire on all cylinders. The fact that, you know, Jesus has actually got someone strong to help him out, and then Modeste, when he's feeling a bit clunky sometimes, you know that you can just fire that ball out to the Brazilian skillful player that you've got, and that's what makes it work. And then with such an influential cam in Payet, like behind them, who's got great passing ability, it's a phenomenal strike force when they're all combined together. So anyway, guys, that has been the random pick for today. If you have enjoyed, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.